It's about 9 a.m. in the morning, and I'm heading north to Great Falls, Montana. It's about a 190-some mile trip, and I should be there in about 3.5 hours. It looks like it snowed in the foothills overnight, but it's really not too bad outside right now. It's up in the 30s, which is pretty warm for this winter. All right, I'll just be taking little shots on the way, and once I get to Great Falls and to the show and get set up, I'll make another video. And it's going to be real late tonight before I can get this on the web, mainly because it's going to be a late night. The show starts at 6 p.m. this afternoon, or this evening. A little history about this area here. Where that mountain, the toe of the mountain is, right there where it comes down to the flatland, that's where the Madison River, or Jefferson River actually, comes up to that toe. It's also in that area, on that river, that a group of about 400 women and warriors of the Blackfeet tribe captured a guy that was on the Lewis and Clark expedition called John Colter. You might do a Google on John Colter and read his story. It's amazing. He was captured by them, and while the women were beating him on the shore of the river, his partner, John Potts, was killed, and John Colter's words are, while he was being beaten, he couldn't see what was being thrown at him, but it felt like something warm and something wet. And it turned out to be pieces of John Potts being thrown in John Colter's face. They were pretty violent back then. Anyway, he was forced to run naked and for his life. And it's he ran in that direction to the east, and ended up going almost 200 miles to a fort until he reached a fort some little ways west or east of Billings, Montana, present-day Billings, Montana. But this all took place probably around 1807, 1806. It was on their return trip from the Pacific coast, and he asked for a leave because there was a couple of trappers that asked him if he'd stay and show them some of the area, because he really knew the area. This is where on the river that a lot of people think he was captured, is right there on the opposite bank of the river. So anyway, just a little bit north of here is where the Madison and Jefferson and the Gallatin rivers all join up, forming the Missouri River. And in about maybe 5-6 miles, I'll be hitting the Missouri River and be riding along it the rest of the way up to Great Falls. This is what they call Three Forks up here. This is Three Forks, Montana. It looks like it might lightly be snowing up north here, and that's a little disturbing, but I think I'll be okay. It's a little after 12, and I'm just about, well, I'm coming into Great Falls now. Just right there in the center of the screen is the area that I'll be showing at. It's a big motel complex down here.
Take exit 278 on right to US 89 South.
So anyway, I'm going to be taking the exit right here, and I'll come back once inside and set up. These are the drawings that I did for the show. Little sketches. Took probably a couple minutes to do. And framed them up and selling them. That's my peace talker back there in the dark. He really is in the dark. Anyway, that's another one of my little sketches. And Let's get the light out of there. I can't believe they framed that one up because I didn't even intend to do that. And then we got these little cards that 5 different drawings each, and they're reprinted as cards and sell for about 30 bucks for a packet. Another one of my drawings. My iron horn, which I did a life size of. And then here's War Stories. And there's one I haven't seen too much of because we only, I think, got one cast. Somewhere a Cowboy's Walking. I don't know if any of you remember watching the videos of that being created. All these were created on YouTube, so just go back and watch the videos. Here's Eagle Dancer and the wolf, the buffalo herd, and the lone buffalo. Some more of my sketches. Here's Spirit Wings. This one's called Gathering Strays. Now here's my couple together. View of somewhere a Cowboy's Walking from the back. And now let's look at some of Todd's paintings. These are portraits he's done of people around Ennis. This young lady here, I was in an outdoor play at the beginning of the 2000s, and she played my Sacagawea, and I was Charbonneau. Sacagawea was you might want to look her up on the Google if you don't know anything about her. She was an Indian girl that came out with Lewis and Clark. This is a young lady that he hired to pose for a painting. And that's the painting of moi. Cowboys down there. Mountain Man. This is Todd's self-portrait of himself. And this is Evangeline. And there's another painting of his. It's called Prairie Waterhole. That's about a $14,000 painting right there. Now take a look at these little gouaches, or watercolor sketches that he does. Does such an incredible job. These are just little couple-minute drawings or sketches for paintings. I'm just taking advantage of the fact that the show hasn't really started yet.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. We haven't entered yet, so.
That one's not well lit down there.
No, it's horrible. I don't like that.
Yeah. So that's our room, 218 here at the Heritage Inn in Great Falls, Montana. If you are up in this area, please come by.